My fellow Mexican. Did your boys pull it out last night? I didn't even check. It was 2-0 when I looked. That's why I was telling you don't count your chickens. Becca, what's up? Yo yo. They won 2-0. What are you gonna do if they win it all? Kirby, what's up, man? DeQuavius, what's up, man? What up, what up? How's everybody doing today? How do I set up the chart? What do you mean? What precisely do you mean? It's the Ray tool. So I use the ICT kill zone and pivots indicator to show me the highs and the lows in midnight. And then I use the Ray tool. This is the indicator right here. So it'll mark all this stuff out. And then, this needs to come over. That needs to go. And then use the Ray tool. So I have all these preset templates inside of the Ray tool. It's called ICT kill zone and pivots. Woke up all stuffed up this morning, so don't mind me if you hear me sniffling. Not sick, just I think my fan needs to need to dust my fan or something. I'm not sure what I'm looking for, man. We just swept these lows. Trump was yapping a few minutes ago. Took these lows. ES did not. So we'll see. No stream on Friday. Market is closed. Futures is open, I think, until 1. I'm not trading. How will the market go? We'll see, man. A lot of sell side built up. Got a zone that could use some rebalancing on underneath us. We shall see. This area right here needs to be rebalanced. Right here. If you can see that. Could come down into this area. Or, now that we've taken this London low, could just start shooting back up. Stay patient and we'll see. Can I help you get your payout today? Only you can stop wildfires. It's totally up to you, man. If you stay disciplined and do what you've been doing to get close, then, you know, it should be good. Hopefully you get a setup that fits your strategy and you can take it. Agent, I'll do my best. I'll tell you that. Jimmy, I've been there, man. Jimmy, I have been there. That is an inflection point that you're in right now. And it doesn't, I hate to tell you, it doesn't get easier. It does get easier, but you will still have times when you struggle. London Low got taken, dead boy. Just a few minutes ago. I just deleted it. What was it right here? Once you come to the realization that your rules are there to help you and not prevent you from making money, they're actually there to help you make money, it becomes a little easier to stick to them. But we still have these times where our ego takes hold. You got that little devil on your shoulder whispering to tell you to click the button one more time, or to click it now. Click it now. You're going to miss it. Click it now. Don't listen to the devil on your shoulder, man. Stay patient. Stay calm. It's almost like a street fight. Can't get too amped up. You got to keep your head on your shoulders. Stay calm. Stay loose. Don't let your adrenaline take over. Follow the rules. Bob and weave. Is it just as simple as following your rules? Sounds elementary, but struggling, dude, it is that simple. I mean, it is that simple. But it's the most simple thing, but it's the hardest thing to do. It's the reason most people fail. It's a little Albertan. Yeah, it could be that too, man. Zach, what's up, man? Do you think journaling is beneficial in other things than trading? Yes. I do video journals, dude. With this camera right here, I sit down and once a week or so, I'll talk about what's going on in life. I think it's cool to look back on. I think it's helpful to get your thoughts out. I also look back on it to see how much progress I've made. Yeah, dead boy. I am waiting until the market opens. The Quavius, I appreciate that, man. That's exactly what I'm hoping to provide. I trade a very unique style, and it's kind of hard to, I would say it's hard to coach the exact trading style that I execute, but it's very, to me, it's very important to try to talk about the psychological side of things. Because you can have the trading, you can have a trading strategy that's very, very effective, and if you don't have the psychology, it's useless. Carlo, what's up, man? I record it. Yeah, I record it. I don't think it would hurt. It would probably it would be maybe beneficial in other ways to write it down. Very auditory, man. I'm very like verbal. I've always been that way. I can, if teachers in school would have allowed me to give speeches orally rather than having to write a paper and turn it in, I would have been way happier because I feel like I can articulate myself way better verbally than I can on paper. What do I do? What do you mean? How many payouts until you felt comfortable copy trading? And did you practice copy eval first? That's a psychological thing, man. And you're not going to feel comfortable until you do it, you know? But if you use a copy trader like TradeSync, and you don't even think about the fact, you try not to think about the fact that you're copy trading, you're just executing on one account the same way you always have, then, you know, that's the way I would go about it. The only reason I am not copy trading right now is because of how volatile the market's been. So once things do go back to a little bit more normal, I will copy trade, but you don't execute on TradingView with TradeSync. You execute, I mean, you could, yeah, you 100% could, but I execute through Tradovate when I'm using TradeSync. TradeSync or Tradovate has less of a lag, an input lag or delay in the execution. Sometimes I find that TradingView has a delay, so I'll hit the buy or sell or try to close my order, and it is, with the way that I trade, I need it to execute as fast as possible, and sometimes there's a delay, so Tradovate is quicker. TradingView is only behind because you're probably not paying for live data if you're paper trading. So what I would recommend doing is either paying for the live data or find a prop firm with a cheap eval that provides data with the eval. Yeah, no problem, Focus. Remesh volume trader from using Bookmap with confirmation from your ICT concepts. Yeah, exactly. Done the exact same thing. I was 200 away from passing. Got too caught up trying to pass it. Yeah, when you focus on the dollars, man, it really does cause some problems. Oh, I've been like $15, $20 away from passing an account and sat there just opening and closing trades and end up, next thing you know, you're 500 away from passing. So you just got to take the setups and let the chips fall where they may. I don't trade crypto, so I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, you need CME data for NQ. What time can you start trading on here? You can trade anytime between 6 p.m. Eastern time and 5 p.m. Eastern time the next day. So technically right now I could take a trade anytime, but I'm waiting till the market opens. Short it open, potentially. Bookmap looks very juicy to the downside, but I'm not jumping in. I'm waiting. You looking for longs or shorts today? Just answered that. Good morning, Killian. What's up, man? Yeah, worse. I thought he was already speaking. Is he not yet? ECB Langard speaking, or however you say that name. Laggard. What do we have today? Let's see. Is today Thursday? Today's Wednesday. Okay. Warsh is speaking. We got PMI at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Warsh is supposed to be speaking soon. I don't know, that's a forum setting. I don't know. I mean, unless he says something off the wall, I don't know that that's going to have a whole lot of bearing. But what I think is going to cause some interesting, potentially wonky price action today is the fact that it's the day before NFP. That anybody who's been trading for any significant period of time and taken notes on such things, you'll remember that the day before NFP can be a very wonky trading day. Yes, PMI is relevant. What's your strategy? I trade order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT. Can you see if there's more sell orders or buy orders? Yes. Right now there are more sell orders. Individual accounts, Killian, still. Individual accounts. Worth is speaking now. Yeah, definitely safer. You had news at 8:15. Employment change was down. Not necessarily the best. Economists are saying that Warsh won't say anything that will affect the markets. I think it's probably true, but you got to also think logically and say that economists don't know exactly what he's going to say in a forum setting. He could get some rogue question from a reporter that potentially, I mean, my understanding is this is like a forum question where they take, or a forum setting where they take questions and stuff, right? So if that's the case, you never know what he could potentially say that the markets could react to. You also got to remember, the chairman of the Fed is one vote. They all vote together to come up with policy. So yes, he holds more weight technically than the rest because he's the chairman, but at the same time, he can't act unilaterally. So he can say something, but it doesn't necessarily mean that the rest are going to go along with it and that that's going to be the set in stone policy. So a lot of liquidity still under us here. We did sweep this London low, so it could now want to take the London high or take some of this other stuff. So we'll see. We have PMI at 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. Eastern time. Expanded supply would be which have huge implications for policy. See, we're already getting red folder news off of this, or red headline news. You checking on the tunnels, Ballas? What were you doing down there? Krishna, do you ever have your rules set in front of you to help you follow them, or was it just sheer willpower that got you out of the funk? No, man, you got to. PJ taught me you print your rules out and post them. PJ taught me that. You type your rules up, print them out, stick them on the wall right in front of you. I think that's helpful. Dre, what's up, man? I think Everett's in here. Did he? I thought he said. Thought he said something earlier. Verse of the day. Good call. I love that you're all over that, man. Romans 12:3. By the grace given to me, I say to every one of you, do not think of yourself more highly than you ought, but rather think of yourself with sober judgment, in accordance with the measure of faith God has given you. A little blurb about the verse. Knowing this, we must try to balance two truths. I must not be prideful, but I must understand just how much God values me. It's not easy. Satan can use our self-denigration, what I call the worthless worm syndrome, to discourage and demean ourselves as God's creation. He longs to keep us from our spiritual gifts and living with God's purpose. I do have a Lucid code, CWT. Ballas, you're dropping the ball here, man. You got people asking me what my code is. church do I go to? There's a church called Summit near me, but I'll be completely honest with you, I have not been going recently. I've been watching sermons online. Juco, what's up, man? Yeah, there you go. Hey guys, this guy has 99% sure signals. He has powerful scalping strategy, so don't waste your time. Link in bio. Don't waste your time. Again with the waste your time guy. I ban them quick. Car posters. I ban them quick. Quick. Indian profile picture. I told you, man. It's never some guy in Ohio, you know. That's my second cousin. I knew it, Bowers. I said that yesterday. I knew it. It was either you on a burner account or it's your cousin. How can I make my bookmap chart cleaner? Simple answer, use M&Q. I have recorded a video right now. It's about 20 different videos that I'm going to need to edit and combine into one that walks you through exactly how to buy bookmap, how to download it, how to set it up, how I use it. Hopefully I can get that edited soon and posted. It's either going to be in the Discord or it's going to be on YouTube, or maybe both. Dallas, I am not big right now. You like my sweat stains on this workout shirt? I'm looking tiny, dude. My biceps are down to like 17, from 20 to 17 inches. Gotta start wasting their time. I'm on a cut now, man. I had some health stuff going on. I lost a ton of weight, so I'm working on putting it back on now. How's the YouTube going? You got any new ideas? I got a bunch of stuff, man. It's all about, I'm not very good with the editing and all that kind of stuff. So it's something that I'm, like if I show you my folder right now, I have a ton of stuff recorded. Here's a push down. Warsh must have just said something. Got a ton of stuff recorded. It's just a question of editing it and compiling it together. Where's Kellogg? She's still with her family. Dropped 20 pounds in a week. Yeah, Coop, that sounds pretty similar. I went from pushing 250, I'm down to like 210 right now. Dream spot to start my real estate. I'm planning on starting it near my family. So this is looking juicy to the downside here. See what happens with this. We got 5 minutes here until the market opens. 4 minutes. Some of these guys that are commenting are old and have no clue about certain things. They comment on AI and things like that, and they really don't know what they're talking about. So it's unfortunate that they feel like they do and they get to have such an influence. Hey, Derek, I appreciate that. By nearest family, he means Mexico. Exactly. I hope you're feeling better now, Coop. It's never fun to deal with, man. It's the 5 minute. Sipping on a cortado? No, I still don't have an espresso machine, man. It's just a coffee. Just a coffee with a little bit of honey. CJ, what's up, man? You're right on time. Just inverted 5 second. Strategy is order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT. These orders that you see on ES right here have been resting up there for so long. Getting squirrely here. Minute and 30 seconds. Tons of orders underneath us. We'll see if something presents itself. Then yeah, I'll take it. We'll see though. Thirty seconds. Appreciate that, Coop. Appreciate that, man. Good luck, everybody. Stay patient. Full port held, yeah. Thoughts on Mexicans? Love them. Amazing workers. Zucky's, he asks that a lot. He's just always wants to know if my thoughts have changed, man. You never know, they can change. This is NQ. NQ 5 minute chart. Absorbed a lot of liquidity under us there. Let's see if it continues to go lower. Pretty much, CJ, yeah. Pretty much just NQ. Hell of a wick there. Order's still flashing down at 150. I think this is coming right back down. We'll see. Looking for clear direction. Biggest stack of orders at 100, 30,100. Fresh 5-minute candle there. More orders underneath us here. Below midnight. I definitely can, yeah. Is that bigger? Is that good? How's that? How do I see where those orders are? I'm using Bookmap. I just realized I didn't have wasn't signed in here, so you didn't see the trade on the screen. You saw the P&L going though, right? You guys saw I was in a trade there. That was a Lucid account. Under the chart instead of under my camera. Can do that. Like right here. Is that better? of that. Yeah, I was making sure you guys could see it ballast. I didn't realize I wasn't signed in here on this chart. Still orders unders here. I'll show you guys the book map. I don't think this is done going down yet. Unless the order book shifts rapidly. V-shape from here. I'd be fine if it keeps dumping. Tons of orders just pop. Look at this. I think this is going to try to push down to 30,000. Potentially. All right, let's see what account I'm on here. Switch. That's previous true day that I still have on there. I forgot to remove that. Interesting that it's bouncing off of that. I guess I'll leave that. That's very interesting. I just noticed that was the true day from yesterday. Very interesting. Red folder at 10, yes. PMI. First day on my Lucid Live. Very nice, man. Very nice. Jeremiah, which Lucid account are you trading? The Flex or the Eddie? I shorted this. Orders at 200 above us here. Still heavy underneath us. What's up, Rome? First day on the Pro Funded. I haven't traded the Pro accounts, man, to be completely honest. I've only traded the Flex accounts. Somebody in here can probably tell you what the Pro rules are. I know I should know that. A lot of orders above us here. 200 all the way up to the true day at 30,240. Central time. Isn't that an hour behind East Coast time? So it'd be in the next 15 minutes. I mean, it doesn't change. I think Everett's hiding. I marked it myself, but I use the ICT kill zone and pivots indicator to show me exactly where the levels are. You're in, Russo? Be careful. Tapping into this 5, I wouldn't have front run this 5-minute gap here. It's jerking all around though, man. So it's hard to tell. That was just a. I mean, you went from 30,110 up to 30,165 in a matter of literally a split second. So yes, I do trade the My Funded Futures Rapid accounts. I like them a lot. In fact, I think that's what I'm signed into right here for this next trade. It is. Yeah. If I take another trade, it's going to be on a My Funded Futures account. Hard to get an idea what this wants to do. We're in this 15-minute bullish gap. We got a 5-minute bearish gap. Could go up, Russo. I mean, it definitely could go up. I would just wait. I would try to wait for this 5-minute to invert first. I believe it does, yeah. How do I navigate that? I just trade, man, the way that I normally trade. My trading style is very handy for that sort of intraday trailing drawdown. I don't sit there and dilly-dally in the trades and wait for it to potentially go in my direction or to deal with any drawdown. And I get out like you saw. I mean, you've seen how I execute this, so. Long way, that's not necessarily how it works. What you would want is this 5-minute candle to close above that box that I have drawn out here, this 5-minute fair value gap. And then in that case, instead of this being resistance, it would then become support. So you would expect price to bounce off of it and go higher, but it doesn't necessarily mean that's not necessarily what I strictly base my trades off of. I need more confirmation than that. It's just something to show that this is now out of the way as something that we could potentially reject off of. A lot of orders here at the true day. The true day's at the 30,232 or 233 level right above us here. All right, Aaron, have a good day, man. Yeah, it would be one confluence. But this is why I don't like front running these gaps, because you get these sorts of rejections. The water buffalo is at work again above us. $260, okay. Is that the 15? Is there a 15-minute gap there? What is it you're looking at there? Yeah, elephant. Bro, it was like 1 o'clock last night. It woke me up. It sounded like they were like moving furniture around or something. It's so annoying. I thought I had that situation taken care of. I guess I'm going to have to not be as polite. I wouldn't say it's a gamble. There's plenty of orders above us on Bookmap. Where'd you get in? 200? Strong push right there. Tapping the true day. Little rejection off the true day right there. A lot of orders now above this true day, all the way up to 300. When I see something that I want to take, Kenneth, I already took one trade. We're up, as you see on the screen, 459 bucks. I don't spam trades. I made more money in one trade right there than most people make in a day in their regular jobs, man. You gotta look at it like that. If you get too greedy, you get it right back. Hurry and trade so I can follow it and blow my account. Yeah, exactly, Zach. It's more than most people make, man. When you start looking at it like that, like if I laid $480 in front of you right now and said you can either gamble this or you can take it and be satisfied, most likely you would probably take it. A lot of orders up above us here, Russo. I think your trade's going to play out, my man. More than you made your whole eval. You'll get there, bro. Unless something drastically changes here, I don't see us turning around. We're trading above the true day. We got orders above us. I think you're along up to this 320 level would be good. Prediction in the Discord. If it starts trading below this 30,230 level again, then it'd be interesting. I don't know how you read that chart, Zach. I see you, though. Ken, I appreciate that, man. You too, bro. Miguel, slow and steady, man. Don't hyper focus on it. I know that's easier said than done, especially when you're at that point. Just do what you've been doing to get to where you are right now. Just follow your rules. Take good trades. Don't oversize. You'll be just fine. You'll get there. Yeah, Supreme. We took a nice little short off the open there. Made some good money last night. See if I can. Last night I ended up cooking, and it didn't happen until like 10 o'clock. Let's see. Hang on. That was what we hit last night. Not a bad little get. We inverted this 5-minute gap. You trade Asia? I have started trading Asia, yeah. And when on January 6th, or July 6th, I will start streaming Asia. I'm going to be streaming Asia. We're going to stream starting roughly around like 8 p.m. just before 8 p.m. and then probably go to like 9, maybe 9:30, probably just 9. $73, you got it. You can do this. I believe in you. You guys, this price action the past couple of weeks has been rough, but if you can stay patient and time things accordingly, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I feel like it is you can navigate this price action. It's just it takes a lot of patience, and you have to find a way to separate yourself from the anxiety of the uncertainty. So Flamin' GR, on July 6th, I have decided to be a sellout and create a paid Discord where I'm going to be streaming the New York PM session. And it's going to go from 9 a.m. until 12 p.m. But because I want to be able to still interact with you guys on a free platform, I'm going to do the Asia sessions from 8 until 9 on the TikTok and YouTube the way that I'm doing now. It is Grizzly. It's Grizzly Snus though. It's the nicotine pouches. Ah, I got you. I see you. You're about to get your entry, I think, here in a minute. Arno, I have several firms that I'm trading right now. The firm that I just took this trade on, the 249 or 459, can't read, was on a Lucid funded account. This next trade that we're going to take, if we do take one, is going to be on a MyFunded Futures funded account. This is a Take Profit funded account. These are Apex evals here. And I also have some Tradeify accounts, but I don't have those lined up here. This is pumping. Something's going on here. The order book just cleared out. Oh, we got news right here in 15 seconds. PMI. I'll still be here for the Asia sessions, Supreme. Join the funded floor, man. Join the Discord. Make it happen. Let's see what this PMI looks like. CNN, no, it's PMI. PMI came in 0.5 under forecast, yeah. CBN Fox. None of that. It's all tiny hat propaganda, Ballas. You know this. You should know this better than anyone over there with your Scheinbaum lady that you got in power now. Old Scheinbaum, Gloria. Old Gloria. Scheinbaum. A true Hispanic. What do you mean, man? She's a Mexican. I get that, Russo. I get that, man. Supreme, it's going to be $79.99 a month with 1 week free trial. So if you get the 1 week free trial, you don't like it, you can always jump ship. The way that I look at it is that $79.99 is cheaper than most evals, and people are blowing evals left and right. So if watching my streams can help you to prevent from blowing at least one eval a month, it's already paid for itself. Most people don't look at it like that, though. Why don't I have gaps? What do you mean? We used to be a proper country. We did too, man. Lucid funding with 40% consistency. 25K, 40% consistency. I would utilize the risk settings inside of Tradeivate. If you're trading with Tradeivate, then make sure you utilize the risk settings. The way you do that is you, in the top right corner of Tradeivate where it says application settings, you click that, and then it'll bring you to a page that shows you your risk settings. You click risk settings and then you apply a daily profit target. I don't think focusing on money is a good thing, but if you have a hard setting inside of your platform that will close a trade when you hit a certain amount, I think that's a good thing to utilize. So do the math on whatever 40% of your max payout is and set that as your daily profit target. How do I screenshot a comment? Oh, that wasn't it. I think that just did it. Somebody said, if I just free ball and buy a funded, no prior experience, how fast can I start making $1 million a month? Oh shit, that actually just opened a trade. You told me Windows Shift S and it opened a trade. Close. Now it won't let me close it. He told me Windows Shift F and that's my hotkey. Made 15 bucks. It's normally screenshot. Well, for me, apparently it's a hotkey to open a trade. That could have been bad. Definitely not trying to short with, I mean, doesn't fit my strategy with what's going on here above us. This is Bookmap. It's a box of LaCroix, yeah. It's actually 2 boxes. To answer your question, that is not how trading works, man. You are not going to buy, you're not going to buy a funded, for one, you don't buy a funded, you buy an eval, and if you pass it, you graduate to a funded account. And 2, that's not going to happen. Just being realistic with you, it took me, it wasn't until my 4th year of trading where I started seeing consistent profits that were, you know, big enough to where I could rely on trading to pay my bills on a regular basis. Yeah, I mean, you can buy a straight to funded account on a lot of different firms, but it's not a good idea ever, in my opinion, and it's especially not a good idea if you are talking about never having any experience. You're just jumping right in. Felipe, what's up, man? Do you have a favorite trading book that I recommend? The Best Loser Wins. The Best Loser Wins. Trading in the Zone is a good book. It's another one that I have not read yet that I've heard good things about. I got it sitting in my Amazon cart right now, called A Random Walk Down Wall Street. It's a book that I plan on buying soon, once I finish what I'm currently reading. The Giver, yes, it was a great book. I would not trade gold to start. I would start with ES. I think ES is probably the best instrument to start on. Trading for Dummies, yeah. PJ talks about that book. I think that was one of the first books he read. I've never read it. I think it plays, Zach. I think it plays. You got a ton of orders above us here. This 300 level is creating a little bit of resistance. This is NQ. MNQ to be specific. Would I recommend NQ for direction when placing trades on ES? I think you should watch both of them. A lot of times ES is leading though. If they're synced up, ES is usually leading. That's been my experience. You'll have people say the opposite, but I think if I'm trading NQ, I'm looking at ES to make sure that my trade is still valid. First market I got into was Gold, blew so many accounts, and then I moved to NQ. First market I got into was, well, just dabbling in stocks, but was day trading was with Forex. Don't recommend that. I think gold would be better than Forex. BE today? No, I didn't mean to open that trade. We're up 459 on this account. We're up 1,200 on another account that we took an Asia trade last night. This was an accidental. I was trying to screenshot something and somebody told me to hit a certain key and it actually opened a trade accidentally. I do copy trade. I'm not currently. Thanks for the book, Matt. Yeah, man. TP2 hit fully done. There you go, man. Very nice. Front running that 5 minute paid off. Yeah, we got a pretty big S&T here. What are we trading? We're trading NASDAQ futures. Not too late to join. Copy trade here. I don't copy trade a person. He's talking about accounts. Do you trade multiple different accounts? Like if I were to tie multiple accounts together and they take the same trade. That's what copy trading is. Not signal botting. I don't signal bot anybody. Just got round trips from 900 to break even. It's a good thing. I'm hoping you're not on trailing drawdown because that is a $900 loss. Really hope that wasn't a trailing drawdown account. Interday, I mean. Intraday. Did I take a trade today? I did. Yep. Took a short. So far, we were up 459. Looking for a trade on this account. Did not mean to open this trade. This $15 was accidental. Did I take 2 trades? Are you counting the one from last night, the Asia one? You DoorDash for me? I don't DoorDash. I don't spend my money on that. I do actually when I'm out of town. I don't when I'm home. Did you really? You actually might. Now that I'm thinking of it, I have DoorDash recently. Was not in this town though. 50K flex, okay. Yeah, you good. It's still not fun to have that, but it's better than a loss. NAS 100. If you search NQ1 on Bookmap, it'll pull up. $5% is a good return per month, man, if you're on a live account. 5% per month is very good. Pretty Brown, that isn't how it works. We wait to see what setup presents itself. If a long setup presents, then we take that. If a short setup presents, then we take that. Right now, I don't want to FOMO into this trade. This area was what I was looking for us to tap back into to take this long. I didn't get an entry, so I didn't take a trade. Could say that now that we have this break of structure here, that you could potentially be looking for something to pull back into right here, which we did get. But how expensive is Bookmap per month? You all in around $100. Check Bitcoin. I don't day trade Bitcoin. I have the ticker though right here. It's up 0.89% for the day. Yeah, just staying patient, Pretty Brown, for the moment. Fancy kind of apartments. That could have been me, man. What town was it in? Got DoorDash drivers recognizing me now. Were you wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt? If you were wearing a Dragon Ball Z shirt, then it was you. Because I said I like that shirt. Orders are above us still. So that's based on the book map. I would expect us to continue higher, but we're rejecting off this VWAP here. So we'll see. This could be a point of rejection. What's the go-to Costco order? I don't actually go to Costco. I don't have one that I use near me. I like Costco. I bought my girl a membership there. It's had its ups and downs. Football overall, we're up. Had two days in that time span that was pretty rough, but overall we're up. Appreciate the follow. Appreciate that, Pretty Brown. Daily loss on one funded, 2 half-past evals, mixed day for me again, but I'll take it. Yeah, massive SMT. ES is just pumping. Did the orb play out on ES? Was the orb below it? I can't remember where the orb was. Yeah. I haven't ever had their hot dogs. I've heard great things. I've never had the Costco hot dogs. July 6th, Russo. Pretty sure you were a mechanic before, so you get it, boy, when that's strong. Yeah. Dude, I used to eat so bad when I was a mechanic. There was a Wendy's near me, and I'd crush those spicy chicken sandwiches like every day. I ate like crap, dude. Recently just taking trades based off the Mag 7. It's pretty solid. Yeah, I got the Mag 7 right here. It's the Mag 7 chart. It is good to watch that. Yeah, dude. They know what they're doing, putting those restaurants, those fast food restaurants right there. They know those guys that tear that stuff up. I was not living right when I was a mechanic, man. I'd eat that Wendy's for lunch. I'd come home, crush like 12 Bush Ices, cook a Red Baron pizza, and pass out on the couch. Wake up the next day and do it again. No bueno. I was too, Zip. About the same amount of time. Can I show book map? Yeah. Yeah, we've taken a trade. We're up 4 something here. 459. How old was I when I was doing that? Back in like 2016. No. It was like 10 years ago. I had this conversation in men's group last night. Dude, that sucks. I've heard welding's good money. All right, Freedom. Have it going, man. Remember going to school with Christian back in '68? Great guy. Not that old. Sounds peak. Yeah. It wasn't, man. It wasn't. Feels so much better nowadays than then. I was having that conversation. There's a guy who I worked with then who taught me how to work on cars. He's a great guy. I was talking with him on the phone yesterday. It's like, man, I didn't look back at that time, pictures of myself. I don't even recognize myself. Completely different person. I had really long hair and I would braid it like a Viking. Hey, I appreciate that. God bless you too. That was a different time for me. I do miss the hair though. I will say that. It was like braided down the middle, like long, real long. I would do it again, to be honest, once I grow my hair back out. I had a do-rag too. Nah, no do-rag. Amen to that. 0 day. Amen. Drop the pic in the Discord. I'll see if I can find one later. You look like the one comedian that's friends with Bobby Lee. I swear, you guys think all redheads look alike. I know who you're talking about. Somebody told me I look like Doc, the doctor, the trader. I don't see that at all. I haven't had hair since I was mid-20s, yeah. Hoping that NQ will try to catch up to ES. That'd be nice. We need to start trading above this VWAP. I think it is. Andrew Santino. No, I am not him. I hope it keeps pushing, Zach. This VWAP's creating some strong resistance. I have already taken one trade. I'm planning to take another one. I wanted to see a tap back into this 5 minute earlier for this push up to VWAP. We didn't get an entry on that. So waiting for Bookmap's kind of dead at the moment. It's got orders all the way up to 30,060, 360, 30,360. But it's thin. So hopefully we can get something. Yeah, yogurt bowls, dude. I'm a big Greek yogurt guy with blueberries and honey. Keeps the gut microbiome on point, in check. Double platform watching. Appreciate that, Zip. You're up. Very nice. This is the 15 right here, yeah. Just finished a cup of Greek with blueberries. It's the book, man. You know you love it, Zach. My favorite Greek yogurt is the Fage, F-A-G-E. It's like a French. I think it's French. Could be not. Could be Italian. I don't know. Could be Greek, since it is Greek yogurt. Nice and thick. I like it nice and thick. Almost like ice cream. What setting is your VWAP, if you don't mind me asking? This VWAP is just the default for TradingView. The one on my Bookmap is anchored to the true day. Can I show the last trade? I'm gonna have to sign into my other account if I did that. But it was this short. We took this short and we took it all the way down to midnight, or right around it. I got out at 100. And I think I traded 2 micros. And then I added in a second, or I added in a third, I believe, on the way down. 000 Okio, yeah. I've used Juco, I do that too on my tacos. Use Greek yogurt as a substitute for sour cream. A lot of people leaving. They don't like us talking about food. We're making them hungry. I mean, if you look at these 15-minute candles, though, this is not something I want to be in at the moment. Potentially, it depends on how the order book looks. Depends on the rejection, how it moves when it hits that zone. That is potential. I do take creatine, yeah. I'd take it in 5-gram increments, but I do it twice a day. Usually after I eat a bunch of carbs. Appreciate that, Black Man. Appreciate that. Are there any free alternatives to Bookmap? In the Netherlands, Greek yogurt is good. Yeah. I think there's some free streams on YouTube that are constantly streaming Bookmap. I don't know how delayed they are. I think it's mostly ES, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not sure about InQ. What is Bookmap? Bookmap is this. It's a level 2 data software that shows you institutional order flow. You copy trading? Not at the moment, no. Looks confusing. It does at first. It's like any other thing with trading, man. When you first open it, it probably is a little intimidating. Not complicated. I'm making a video right now that I'm going to put out explaining exactly how to get Bookmap, what Bookmap is, how to get it, how to install it, how to set it up exactly how I have mine, and how I use it to trade. It's not complicated. It looks confusing at first. Once you get in there and you realize the mechanics of it, it's pretty simple in terms of the mechanics. Now, learning how to use it and implement it into your strategy, that's the more complicated part. They do, Juco, yep. Because they're paying for it. You got to think each of those platforms. I've looked into it, man. It is expensive. If you're trying to start your own platform and have live data a part of it, it is not cheap, man. It is not cheap. So they make you pay for it to cover their cost. Yes, the lines are orders. Order flow momentum combined with ICT loosely combined with ICT. Damien. You don't necessarily use the numbers or the bubbles more. You basically are looking for how aggressive the momentum is in a certain direction and what the draws on liquidity are. So when you see Bookmap looking like this, your initial instinct is that the trend should be bullish. You're looking for a push up here. Obviously, we're facing some resistance at this 300 level. We've been chopping right around here. But these orders typically are the draw. This is typically where price wants to go. These orders that you see here, this is ES. These orders on ES have been sitting here since yesterday. I mean, they've been sitting there a long time. So that would have been a key draw right there for me to think about. This is where I turned Bookmap on this morning. You can see if it'll let me, won't let me go all the way over there, but these orders have been resting here for a long time. And this is NQ. This 300 level, he just doesn't want to break loose. Yeah, there's a 5-minute fair value gap down here. They got inverted. So if you're looking at this without that box and without the indicator on, you see this candle and then this body and then this wick. So from this wick right here to this wick down here, there's a gap in there. And that's viewed as basically like a volume imbalance. So it's bearish. So you would think that if we were to come up like this and bounce into this zone, you're looking for it to reject lower. If it doesn't, if this candle closes above it, you know, you get a candle closure above it, that is what an inversion is. And now you're expecting it to be a point of support, meaning you would expect price to hit this potentially and go higher. Mag 7. This is the Mag 7. Mag 7's pumping. Oh, that reminds me, I need to check my options trades. Let's see what we got. Wow, Microsoft, I'm up 8,000, and I'm down on my Amazon 1,300. I was expecting Amazon to pump. All right, Dallas, have a good one, man. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. We'll do our best. Push down to the true day right there. See what happens if we touch this zone. You're risking 500 to make 100? That doesn't sound good. Hell of a push down here. A lot of liquidity down to 200. It's called Bookmap, Orphan. It's called Bookmap, Level 2 Data, Institutional Order Flow. All right, Russo, have a go, man. Orders. Shows you where the orders are stacked in the market. Don't get crazy over there, Supreme. Excuse me. There's heavy orders down to 200 here. We'll see how it reacts in this zone. It's all right, Jimmy. Do you copy trade on multiple accounts or have a live? I do copy trade. I'm not currently with the market conditions that we've been seeing. I haven't been copy trading. And I do have a live account. Orders right here at these 200 levels coming. No, you cannot. You cannot trade two minis with $300 in a live account. Tapped into this inversion. Let's see if we take these orders at 200 or if we push right out of this. Orders stacked down to 185 now underneath us. So this is what I mean by reading the order book when we reach these levels to see if we're potentially going to go lower. You don't just blindly long here. This is where discretion comes in. No, you need more than 1,000 to be trading two minis. You can get liquidated so fast with two minis, Dan, if you only have 1,000 in there. I think to start a live account, you want to have at least $5,000 in there, and you want to be trading micros. 3 or 4 micros on a live account with $5,000, you can do some heavy damage. 3 to 4 micros would be risking heavy with only $5,000. It's completely different than prop firms. It's rejected right out of there. Didn't have I wasn't going to take a blind entry there, but you can see how inversion behaves. Still had that stack of orders right at this line, and you can see we haven't touched that. So yeah, I mean, that's choppy right there in that area. Samaj, clear resistance on that VWAP there. I'm sure plenty of people took a blind long off of this inversion, but there's still those orders stacked at 200 that I'm concerned with. Trading above the true day here, orders up to 270. Might not get this tap at the 200 level. Hello from London. What's up, Albert? Bouncing around. This is the 5 minute right here. Appreciate the heart, me, whoever sent that, and the rose. I trade order flow and momentum combined loosely with ICT. I mean, Bookmap. I use Bookmap. Heavy lean on Bookmap. See if these orders at 200 can get smacked. Looks like something evil. Nah, it's very useful, man. This definitely looks heavy enough to come down there. We'll see what happens. Bookmap to ICT. What are you laughing about, Lance? This is the previous midnight. You're right. It is under midnight from last night is right here. This is previous day midnight. Yeah, you can spring. Teasing these orders at 200 here. Waiting for these orders at 200 to get absorbed and then see where price wants to go. I feel like that's the draw at the moment. There's a lot of orders stacked right there. Have a good one, King. Very nice, D. Was trying to take that trade too to the VWAP, but didn't get an entry on this 5 minute. It's a combination of both. $1,249 total orders have been executed at this 200 level during this session. So that is an interesting area. Want to see us get back down there potentially. Yes, this is my only stream of income. Order stacked down to the 70s now, so we want to see it hit this 200 and see how it behaves. There's 200. See, create that momentum lower here. Don't know if this 5 is going to hold. We'll see. This is why I wasn't blind longing off the inversion. Heavy orders coming in underneath this. There's the 70 level. See how this plays here. A lot of orders underneath us here. Might start getting active on the, if this stays where we are. Let's see if this pushes down. Yeah, we're up 1,200 on one account from last night. We're up 459 on this account from today. Want to see what we're going to potentially do in this zone right here. All right. We're going to take a small short. 3 micros we'll add in. Here's what Bookmap's looking like, just so you're aware of why I'm taking this trade. Targeting these lows down. Well, you can't see it here. Crunch. I'm going to target these lows down in this area. 3 micros, so small risk here. Targeting this data low, or this swing low. Front running a 5 minute inversion probably was not the wisest. We're going to put our stops just above that candle. Right there. Buys down here. Watch these longs play out of this 5 minute. With the momentum that I'm seeing, I expect it to go lower, but we'll see. Front running this 5 minute inversion here might not be the best move, but we'll find out. Small risk. Order's still flashing aggressive down at this swing low where I have the TP. I'm gonna see this start to dump through these 50s. Needed to dump through these 50s. Dump through the 50s. Orders flashing aggressively at that swing low underneath us. Still flashing aggressive. One jackass at 200 that just decided to throw some orders in there. Still flashing aggressive down at the swing low there. So this could get stopped out and then go. Could have been a bad timing here. I still think the 30,085 level is what the potential target is. But orders are flashing now at 200 above, so I think it's going to tap me out and then potentially go. We'll see. Needed to dump through those 50s. Yeah, it's going to tap me out and then go. So it's about to happen here. I can feel it. I don't turn my shit off, man. My camera's been doing this where it says internal temperature gets too hot and it shuts down. Absorb those orders there at 200. Let's see how this behaves now. You're going to inverse me as a 100% win rate strat? Okay, man. Well, you'd be losing a lot. Have a 68% win rate. Profit factor now sitting at a 3.2. So look at you. Look at you, dude. You look like such a homo. Look at your profile picture with your jaw trying to show like that, man. You're hilarious. Order's still flashing here at the 200s. Five-minute held well there, so whoever took a long off that 5-minute, you played at least a little bit here. Oh, I'm not stressed at all, Ibby. We're crushing it, dude. Let's see. Let's see what our total P&L is right now. Let's get over here and check it out. Total P&L for the month, 62,000. Yeah, go ahead and inverse me. 62,000. Day win percentage, 91.67. Win percentage, 72.92. Profit factor, 2.38. Total P&L, 62,000. Zero credit card debt, man. You can keep rattling off coping mechanisms for yourself, but whatever you say is not gonna be true. Keep trying though. Whatever you need to make yourself feel better. I do use TradeSyncer. I'm not currently using it, no. That was one trade on one account right there. My funded futures. Gotta love it, man. You gotta give him a little attention. Gotta give him a little attention. I bet one of my watches in my watch collection is worth more than his entire net worth. I do appreciate the laugh, man. I do appreciate it. I love a good little banter. Put these on so I can't see the haters. Can't even see you now. It's all good. Out of interest, you would like to see my watch collection? Well, these are a couple of them. What we got? What we got? Let's see here. We got, don't know if you can see those. You got a little bit of a Yachtmaster here. You got a Pepsi there. Yeah, just a little something. Just a little something. Just a little something. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. The Jubilee, you know, gotta have it on the Jubilee. Gotta do it. I stay humble as much as I can, man. Anybody will tell you that, but don't come in here flexing on me. Come on. Nah, no World Cup here. Yeah, Rolex, Pepsi, Rolex Yachtmaster. Trade Sinker, what's up? Bad Christian. Watch this short play out now. Tap me out, and then it goes up. Rejected right off that True Day VWAP. Is that the actual Trade Sinker account? It is. Trade Sinker, I sent you guys an email a couple months ago. Depends on which, if you're using Trade Sinker, it depends on which plan you get. If you get the big dog plan, I think it's $150 a month. Actually, I know it is. It's $150 a month. You can get, I think the cheapest one is $50. But if Trade Sinker will give me a nice little discount code so that I can work with you guys, you probably get a percentage of that off. Appreciate that, Supreme. Order's heavy underneath this here, man. Heavy, heavy, heavy. You're cooking? I like your platform, man. I do like your platform. Here's what Bookmap looks like for anybody wondering. Potential opportunity here. Heavy, heavy, heavy. Feels like a dump's incoming, man. It definitely feels like a dump's incoming right here. Heavy into what levels? 140 is lit up all the way down to 30,085. Excuse me, which would be this swing low. I'm tempted to get back in on this. All right. Yeah, shoot me an email. Shoot me an email or shoot me a DM and I'll shoot you my email. Still heavy under, it's just a little pullback here. Would that not be a revenge trade? Not if it fits the criteria. Not if it fits the criteria for a trade. Yeah, ridiculous S&T going on here. I'm not in a trade. Not in a trade. I think this is really wanting to come down to these, back to this midnight level, but we keep getting these pullbacks, so I haven't clicked the trigger again. Yeah, this is one account. That's what I'm down 378 on that one account. I'm up 459 on this account, and then I'm up 1200 on another account, which I can pull back up here. Right here. If it'll show. Right there. 1200 on that account. All right, TradeSyncer. I'll check it out. I do copy trade. I've just been de-risking with the way the market has been recently. A lot of herky-jerky pullbacks and haven't wanted to put on that much risk. I usually don't even trade micros, man. I'm usually trading minis, but we've been trading micros just because of exactly what we just got just a second ago. He's already gone. What website is the best place to trade on? The best charting website is TradingView. That's what you're looking at here on the screen. TradingView. There's different platforms that you connect to TradingView to trade with. You can connect different prop firms or personal brokerage accounts, brokerage firms. Just depends. If I could sheriff deputy. You right click on your chart, go to settings, and go to canvas. That'll change your background setting right here. And then your candles are right here under symbol. Yeah, we've taken some trades. We're down on a MyFunded Futures account. We are up on a Lucid account. Right here, down, that's MyFunded Futures. That's Lucid. And that $1,200 was from Asia. Yeah, there's still orders up there at 85. I'm going to call it though. It's 11 o'clock. I wasn't just dipping on you guys like that. My camera decided to cut off again. I wasn't doing that. Well-timed camera cut off. But I love you guys. God bless you. Have a good day. If you're red, don't make it worse. If you're green, don't give any of it back. You know how it goes. You know the spiel. I love you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday. Yeah, we'll see you tomorrow.